I mean, a bit kooky. He's a little paranoid about the coronavirus. I mean, to the point where he's considering that it's fake. He doesn't know anyone who has it. He must be a loner with no family, no friends. But they're trying to turn him into a terrorist. I'm talking a lot because it's my opinion that this is pure COINTELPRO, and we can see it. At 1 hour, 1 minute 30, Deb says she's not standing up for the right. She's saying, like, pick your battles. Why are you so worried about the clampdown of Twitter, YouTube, what else, Facebook, the censorship? Why are you so upset at it? So yes, these ungovernable people were taking the pro-censorship angle. Deb's like, 5 people died for crying out loud.
I'm sorry, but COVID-19 is fucking real. And not ever until someone can fucking prove otherwise, I'm sorry, okay? I'm never going there with you. I do not believe in this government. I never have believed in this government. After 2016, I stopped voting. I will never vote again, but I will tell you this. I am not going to defend a side like the right when they would not stand up for me. And I fucking know it. All right? I know it. This is a lot more.
No, I get it. I get it. Let's just not let them use their stupidity to take our rights away at the same time.
Fine.
I mean, that's how they're making this palatable. They're saying, look at these monsters. Look, let's censor. Let's censor. The censorship. I'm hearing you guys say we should censor. I'm hearing that.
Whoa. How is it? Whoa.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Well, we don't like, we should shut Trump down. These are private platforms. I'm hearing you say that.
So look for them twisting his words around. I'm going to put up the whole section where that guy's involved. Alright, let me keep going through my notes. I have to do this. There's no other way for me to put this together. I swear to God, this is a clear-cut example of COINTELPRO. I didn't know I'd be able to speak this much. So the guy says at 1 hour, 2 minutes that he's hearing them as pro-censorship. 102:27. 5 people died. I'll just read this. Those aren't completely accurate timestamps. I mail stuff in and hope for the best. Deb said, there's a difference between free speech versus inciting violence. And the dude was like agreeing with her. I'm gonna play that. He said, and Trump did that. QAnon did that. I don't know what they're spinning him on that. They're really upset that he thinks QAnon is a government psyop. I don't know what's so wrong about that. I don't know why I crack up a little bit, but that makes perfect sense to me. But the flat earth theory, that's a made-up, hatched conspiracy story out of the Five Eyes. I've got 10305. He mentions he's from Portland, and he said, we breached the federal courthouse. I hope he didn't cause trouble for himself with that comment. I don't know what that means. And I think at that point he started to realize what is going on here. 10334, she's mocking him. I'm just going over my notes. I can barely remember this stuff. But I'm hoping for the best that through the editing process it will all... I gotta take a break to smoke up some weed, which is legal. I'm a non-violent anarchist. Oh, she mocks him. So this is going to be greatness when I put together the video. I've already downloaded the live stream, and I'm putting down timestamps there so I'll be able to more easily put it together. It's creating a timeline. So 10334, she's mocking him. She said, I'm still waiting to be put into the FEMA camp.
These are like establishment things you guys are talking today a little bit, just because we hate those idiots, those Trumpster idiots so bad. And I get it.
5 fucking people died in Washington. 5.
I know.
Families feel. Hold on a minute. There's a difference between free speech and inciting violence. I'm sorry, but you know what? There is a fucking limit here.
Well, who incited the violence was this QAnon.
These are the fucking people. What would you think
And
would have
Trump.
happened? Well, what do you think would have happened if that was Black Lives Matter on Wednesday? There'd have been a whole lot of fucking dead people in Washington, and you know it.
Oh, yeah.
You absolutely fucking know
Oh, yeah.
it. Because you
But,
know
I mean, we had small tastes of that in Portland this year. I mean, we breached a federal courthouse. You know, there were other things, and I'm just saying, guys, I really do think this is more set up than you guys are acknowledging.
Okay.
And part of this setup here is to reach that automated fascism state. They wanna invoke every kind of sedition
I've been
act.
this since 2001. You know what? I'm still waiting for my FEMA camp.
Well, I'm only getting it since about 2018.
Yeah, well, I've been.
But now with this COVID thing, I think it's kind of obvious.
Stuff since 2001. Okay, I've been hearing all of this.
Yeah, but isn't it happening? I mean, look around.
These are notes. 10542. Oh yeah, this is where the billionaire part is, so you can hear it for yourselves. My notes have it written down as how many lives are lost from billionaires, from what they're doing. She said 5 people died, something like that. Like, I think 5 people died, right? It wasn't a 9/11 event, but 5 people died. That's significant. It was a bad day. It shouldn't have happened. It was craziness.
Look around.
I don't know.
You've got Alexa. Do you have Amazon? Do you have Alexa in your house?
Nope.
Your phone is listening to everything you say?
I don't have.
We're only at their mercy right now.
I'm not saying that it's not happening. I don't have Alexa in my house. I don't buy Amazon. I don't stream Amazon. I don't have cable. I don't have any of that shit. Okay? But I do not, under any circumstance, stand with the right, no matter what. And it's just not.
Oh, me neither. But let's not let that. Let's just keep our eyes open here.
My eyes are open.
The bigger picture, and let's not.
My eyes are
because
open.
I think they're trying to marshal Democrats, neo-libs. And by the way, this is the most mainstream Democratic broadcast I think I've ever seen from you guys today.
Well, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I mean, other than the fact that I could, completely compromise everything I believe in to make everybody happy, but that's not where I come from.
No, I'm not saying that, but it seems to be the left right now, according to polling.
I didn't vote. I'm not marshaling anybody in. But I am not, for the sake of standing against government, going to condone this kind of shit. Sorry, I'm just not. That's just not going to happen. I don't.
Well, what? So we get in the streets like the French have been doing for 2.5 years, with certainly a lot of impact, and maybe we'll reach a tipping point at some point. But no, I mean, an occasional bill has been stopped, but no, real transfer of power yet in France.
Right, it's a long battle. It's a long battle.
It's a long battle. So what?
Are they out there with automatic weapons shooting people? No, they're not.
This is what. But look, okay, 5 people died on Wednesday. How many people are dying from all kinds of insanity that these billionaires are throwing down at us all over the place?
I'm not arguing that point, but you know what? I just don't think people can go. I don't think people should go to work and not come home that day. I'm sorry, but you know what? Maybe it's me.
Yeah.
I guess I just have the small fucking picture. So you know what? I don't know. You know what? I've lost friends now because they were more right than I was.
At 10608, the guy says, I'm not sure what you're talking about right now. I mean, it really gets kind of weird. 10650, he says she's avoiding some facts on the coronavirus. He wasn't saying that he's sure it's a total scam. He's an idiot on it. He doesn't know anyone. He doesn't know any better. He's lonely for the way life used to be, or something. He's a kook. He doesn't have the right to be a kook. They seem to have the right to be COINTELPRO agents and smear him. They kick him off, and then they smear him. They make him out to be a violent predator. So the guy says that she's avoiding some facts on the corona, and then he starts plugging the Corbett report. So, I mean, yeah, this guy isn't the brightest.
You know what this is? This is a concept paper from the Podesta emails that proves our revolution was created by HRC, by Hillary Clinton.
That's not true.
Look right here.
That's not true.
WikiLeaks has never released anything that's not true.
Our revolution is
You read that,
created
everybody's going to see that.
At 10608, the guy says, I'm not sure what you're talking about right now. I mean, it really gets kind of weird. 10650. He says she's avoiding some facts on the coronavirus. He wasn't saying that he's sure it's a total scam. He's an idiot on it. He doesn't know anyone. He doesn't know any better. He's lonely for the way life used to be, or something. He's a kook. He doesn't have the right to be a kook. They seem to have the right to be COINTELPRO agents and smear him. They kick him off and then they smear him. They make him out to be a violent predator. So the guy says that she's avoiding some facts on the corona, and then he starts plugging the Corbett report. So, I mean, yeah, this guy isn't the brightest. He's kind of like if Manitalk wasn't a disinfo agent. That's who he is. He's like a Manitalk type guy.
Well, you know what? I don't give a shit. How's that? All right?
I'm not sure what you're talking about right now. But I mean, I'm not saying. I never said there's not a virus. I never said that.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't know anybody who's. I may know of some people who got sick from it.
What?
A representative I know supposedly has it and had it. Got really sick.
I have friends now that have it. Okay, I know.
Yeah, I mean,
my cousin might have had it a year ago.
But but look, people, I do think you're ignoring some actual facts on that issue. If you look at the testing, look, I know
I'm not ignoring.
Go to Corbett report. Corbett report. I know they don't align with me politically. He's not claiming to be any sort of partisan. He probably has some, he probably hates Democrats more than he hates Republicans. I don't know. They hate Trump, but his research is impeccable. I haven't found any holes in it.
Hey, hold on a minute.
The Corbett
Let me tell you
report.
what I know. I dated a nurse 20 years ago. My mother died. She took care of my mother. She came out of retirement to take care of people in New York with this. I'm sorry. Don't ask me to not believe somebody I have known for 20 years.
I'm not.
It is a virus, and it's.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about the virus per se.
But okay, whatever.
I don't know.
Alright, I got one more page of notes. Yeah, that guy in quote scamdemic. I think he set himself up, or they were using that as a straw man to beat him down on every other point he wanted to make. This is going to be a long video. Okay, so at 107:50, my notes say junkie. I let you screech for over half an hour. Yeah, they're talking over each other. But if you look back, well, after I edit this and get exactly where stuff is going on, it was more like 10 to 15 minutes, probably 15 minutes. This guest guy from Portland was talking. It wasn't a half an hour, and he wasn't screeching. If anything, Deb Del Piano went a little nutty. They tried to ambush the guy, but he's not a terrorist. He didn't say anything wrong. They need to show what he said was wrong. Frills is in there without an avatar.
The evidence that this is a scamdemic and that it's been planned is overwhelming.
Oh, whatever. Yeah,
it is.
Listen,
it is, Deb.
To say that this shit doesn't exist in
I didn't say that.
Let me fucking finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. I let you freaking screech for a half hour. Let me finish.
Well, you're screeching about censorship. You're talking about become ungovernable.
You're censoring me.
Talking about citing
I'm
sedition
done.
laws.
Deb, he's
Wake up.
He's going to do that. He's going to do this. He's going to thank you. Boot him. Okay.
Okay. And
It's done. But you know what? Enough already. The people who say that. Wait a minute. Let me finish. This is what I was going to say. The people who are saying that this virus doesn't exist insults the 50 brothers and sisters I have in the United States Postal Service that I personally saw have this. So to hell with all of y'all that are saying that this is a fake and a scam, including Robert Walton. Okay, and I'm not trying to censor anybody. If somebody is going on social media or television and saying, let's go out there and let's storm the Capitol with semi-automatic weapons, that crosses the line.